it's moments like these where I basically turn my camera on and start recording. And I think I might want to call these Riffs of Light. That's a fun little name. The idea of shining my light has been an underlying theme of my life. Still have that mantra band on my arm, even though the black is really coming off. It says, "Let your light shine." It's not too much black left on that mantra band, but it is a reminder of how important my light is, how important it is for me to create light and illumination in my life and to shine my authentic self and to express through my voice, through my words, who I really am. I've been doing some videos. A lot of the videos that I do are prepared. I do a lot of preparation before I hit the record button. And lately I've been noticing a lot of resistance because sometimes I just want to throw my camera on and start talking, exactly what I'm doing right now. And I think I'm going to call these Riffs of Light. They're just moments where I am in my excitement. I'm taking an action step on my highest excitements. I am in alignment with the person I prefer to be. I am shining my light and I am using my voice. And this is something that I am passionate about helping other women do. And that is to use their voice in a way that they speak their truths at the times it's most important to do so, and with the people it's most important to do so with. Your most intimate relationships. You, a woman who is listening right now. So this has been something that when I look back on the past 14 years of my life, speaking my truth is like right in line with shining my light or letting my light shine. It's not just about the woman who is looking to reclaim her voice, advocate for herself, speak up. It's not just about the woman who needs to build that confidence to speak her truth to the people who matter most. At times, it's important to do so. It's also about those women who are more aggressive in their approach to speaking their truth. And I've talked about this before, and I'm going to continue to talk about this as I move forward because this is important. I've told you, for those of you who follow me, I have been referred to as painfully honest. I've really never had, no, that's not true. There are times where I go into silence. But for the majority of the time, I don't have a problem saying it like it is, but I've done so in a way that has been insensitive and hurtful to other people. And I'm not the only woman like this. You who may be listening right now, maybe you have those personality traits or those characteristics of being self-absorbed, manipulative, controlling, critical, insensitive, hurtful. You also may be looking to learn how to communicate, speak, and express yourself in a way that's more in alignment with who you prefer to be, because you're tired of apologizing to the people that you've hurt because of your behavior. Now, this is the key here. It's your willingness to look at your patterns of behavior and to speak the truths of them honestly to yourself. That's how you begin to heal and transform those patterns that are keeping you anchored to the past in ways you no longer need to experience. For me, it wasn't the pattern of, oh, here I am, I'm not saying anything again. Here I'm letting people take advantage of me. I'm letting people walk all over me. And, oh, I really want to speak up. That's not my issue. I have those times where I don't speak up. But I mainly fall on the side of aggressiveness and getting my needs and my wants met, but doing it in a way that is hurtful to the most important relationships in my life. And it's all rooted in fear. And for someone like you and I, who is controlling, who is rigid, who can be insensitive, demanding, dominating. Does any of this sound familiar? Are you recognizing these things within yourself? Remember, that's the first step. It can be really challenging to soften, to remove your armor, to look at yourself and your life and say with honesty, I'm ready to change. I don't like being this person anymore. I want to learn how to deal with my triggers or be present for my triggers in the moment. I want to learn how to be aware. I want to develop that self-awareness of what's going on in my inner landscape as things are happening around me, as to not fall back into the pattern of brute force, raging yang energy. When you're triggered, you go from 0 to 100 in 0.1 seconds. I know. I've been there. I've done that. And it is not a pretty sight. So women like you and I are also looking to reclaim our voice, but in a different way. We're looking to calmly, lovingly, compassionately, softly express who we are, what we're thinking, what we're feeling, what we're sensing, what we're experiencing. And it can be as equally challenging as the woman who goes into silence and who is looking to build the confidence to use her voice. We are looking for the confidence to let go of control and to soften and to open our hearts and to allow feminine energy to rise within us. We want to speak our truth confidently and compassionately, while at the same time deepening or cultivating deeper and more meaningful relationships with the people who matter most in our lives. So, are you looking at your patterns? What's going on? Well, I don't want to put it that way. Are you noticing that you are apologizing for your behavior? You're asking forgiveness for being so controlling and rigid. And I keep coming back to these words because this is what I feel that I have been: dominating, aggressive, hurtful, and insensitive. Can you be willing to see that in yourself? It all starts with you looking at your patterns of behavior, because that's where you know, you need to do the work. The outcome, if you've listened to any of my previous videos, I talk about what I refer to as the new narrative. It's changing the way you look at the events and situations in your life. And I started by looking at the outcome, looking at my behavior and an outcome that was not my preference. And that was the idea of, oh, Shugana, here I am. I didn't know if YouTube would let me swear. Here I am, probably, oh shit, here I am apologizing again for my childlike, rude, insensitive behavior. I don't want to be in this pattern anymore. I don't want this. So let me start taking a look at it. And that's what I'm inviting you to do. I don't know why, but this beautiful piece of moldavite always turns. There we go. Look at what's not working in your life. Now, I'm talking about how you speak your truth. So look at what's not working in your life in regards to speaking the truth of your experiences, or just communicating and expressing yourself, period. Are you in that pattern of having to clean up your mess? Be honest with yourself. Start speaking truths to yourself first. Remember, you are light and you are dark. You are this and you are that. And it can be really uncomfortable to look honestly at your own darkness and at your own patterns. I can't tell you how many times I admitted things to myself and I was like, oh, I am such a horrible person. And that's its own pattern. But then I would come back to that idea of loving myself and accepting what I discovered, because I knew I was in the process of transforming it. It's safe to look at your own darkness. It really is, especially if you want to be guided by light. If you want to be shining more of your own light, creating more light and illumination in your life. The more layers of who you are not, the more those layers are peeled back, the more shadow you meet and draw out, the more layers of light of who you really are exposed. And you become that beacon of light for others. You show others the way simply by being yourself. And you add to the healing of the collective consciousness. You add to the healing of the planet simply by working on yourself. So the women out there listening right now who are ready to soften and you don't know how, I can help you with that. I can help you because I have experienced it. I am currently experiencing it. I am currently healing from it, in recovery of my controlling behavior. And if I can transform my life in this way, then so can you. Let your light shine, beautiful women of planet Earth.